He made the altar of whole burnt offering from acacia wood. He made it 7.5 feet square and 4.5 feet high. He made horns at each of the four corners. The horns were made of one piece with the altar and covered with a veneer of bronze. He made from bronze all the utensils for the altar, the buckets for removing the ashes, shovels, basins, forks, and firepans. He made a grate of bronze mesh under the ledge halfway up the altar. He cast 4 rings at each of the 4 corners of the bronze grating to hold the poles. He made the poles of acacia wood and covered them with a veneer of bronze. He inserted the poles through the rings on the 2 sides of the altar for carrying it. The altar was made out of boards. It was hollow. He made the bronze wash basin and its bronze stand from the mirrors of the women's work group who were assigned to serve at the entrance to the tent of meeting. And he made the courtyard. On the south side, the hangings for the courtyard, woven from fine twisted linen, were 150 feet long, with their 20 posts and 20 bronze bases, and fastening hooks and bands of silver. The north side was exactly the same. The west end of the courtyard had 75 feet of hangings with 10 posts and bases, and fastening hooks and bands of silver. Across the 75 feet at the front, or east end, were 22.5 feet of hangings, with their 3 posts and bases on one side and the same for the other side. All the hangings around the courtyard were of fine twisted linen. The bases for the posts were bronze, and the fastening hooks and bands on the posts were of silver. The posts of the courtyard were both capped and banded with silver. The screen at the door of the courtyard was embroidered in blue, purple, and scarlet fabric with fine twisted linen. It was 30 feet long and 7.5 feet high, matching the hangings of the courtyard. There were 4 posts with bases of bronze and fastening hooks of silver. They were capped and banded in silver. All the pegs for the dwelling and the courtyard were made of bronze. This is an inventory of the dwelling that housed the testimony, drawn up by order of Moses for the work of the Levites under Ithamar, son of Aaron the priest. Bezalel, the son of Uri, son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, made everything that God had commanded Moses. Working with Bezalel was Oholiab, the son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan, an artisan, designer, and embroiderer in blue, purple, and scarlet fabrics and fine linen. Gold. The total amount of gold used in construction of the sanctuary, all of it contributed freely, weighed out at 1,900 pounds according to the sanctuary standard. Silver. The silver from those in the community who were registered in the census came to 6,437 pounds according to the sanctuary standard. That amounted to a beka, or half shekel, for every registered person aged 20 and over, a total of 603,550 men. They used the 3¼ tons of silver to cast the bases for the sanctuary and for the hangings, 100 bases at 64 pounds each. They used the remaining 37 pounds to make the connecting hooks on the posts and the caps and bands for the posts. Bronze. The bronze that was brought in weighed 4,522 pounds. It was used to make the door of the tent of meeting, the bronze altar with its bronze grating, all the utensils of the altar, the bases around the courtyard, the bases for the bases for the gate of the courtyard, and all the pegs for the dwelling and the courtyard.